What's up everyone, and welcome to another YuGiOh Duel video. So today we have the tag duel event going on right now. The dance event was pretty interesting to say the least. After all, I hope that most of you managed to obtain the event exclusive cards as well as obtain some pretty decent amount of gems overall. But sadly, I actually spent most of mine trying to get the prank kits, key cards to build a deck for them. But otherwise, yeah, this is pretty much my performance deck that I built. So I'm using 3 hat triggers and also 3 flame meters because those are the basic performance monsters that we have access to with ease of 3 copies at one go. Performance Stilts Launcher is good, but at the same time, if it's not the first turn or is in the late game, this card cannot be special summoned by the effect because it requires no monsters to be on the field. So with that being the case, I pretty much remove it from my deck, and if you're planning to play it, play 1 copy is also fine for you. Next up, 2 copies of Chow Sai, 2 copies of Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk is a pretty good card if you're playing a spellcaster deck, because by discarding a spell card, you can special summon another spellcaster from your deck onto the field. Just like that, you can go into your XC summon on the first turn. The entire performance engine is pretty much as simple as it can get. I'm playing it with Super Poly for Time Wizard to go into Time Wizard tomorrow. This way, if I activate the effect of destroying monsters on the field, I have the card called Barrier. This protects my performance monsters. That way they will not be destroyed once, and I can still inflict damage to my opponent anyways. Or if you do not want to go into the fusion, you can just use this effect so that your performance monsters will remain on the field if your coin flip were to go wrong in certain situations overall. 2 Sakurazu Armors and 2 Wall Disruption. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. Today is a new event, and it's the Tag Duel Tournament. So the Tag Duel Tournament, as per usual, requires you to collect friendship letters to participate in the event. And as per usual, the event exclusive cards this time is a Speed Duel and a Rush Duel card. First up, we have a Synchro Monster level 6 Dragon type, Gaia Armor Dragon Shell. Tribute this card, target 3 other Synchro monsters in your graveyard, return them to the extra deck, then target 1 monster you control, special summon from the extra deck, equip this card from your graveyard to it. When an attack is declared involving the monster equipped with this card, draw 1 card, then you can use each of these effects once per turn. So aside from recycling your Synchro monsters in the graveyard, you can equip this from the graveyard onto a monster that you control. Therefore, you do not gain attack points, but you gain an effect where an attack is declared involving a card, you get to draw 1 card. So as long as you get to declare an attacks, like multiple attacks at one go, this is a pretty good card to have. Aside from that, 2000 stat just like that. But if you're not playing a lot of synchro summoning, for example, synchro decks like the Shiranui Archetype overall, since they're their own recyclers, this is a more generic one for your own to try out for yourself. Next up is Fiery Blaze. 2 or more face-up Pyro type monsters on the field, 300 damage to your opponent, inflict damage to your opponent by this effect, destroy a spell or trap on your opponent's side of the field. So the requirement is to have 2 or more face-up Pyro monsters. So essentially, if you've played Rush Duel for quite a while now, you know that you have certain typing on the field, you can pop 1 spell card or whatsoever. This is the card exclusively for Pyro monsters. So the Noodle Archetype has its own spell disruption kind of card now. So thanks to this addition. So I do recommend that if you're planning to play Pyro monsters in a Rush Duel format, at least you don't have to depend on a Dragon Crush or something. I forgot what the name was. Plus event cards like Tyrant Farm, Muzuram the String Djinn, Rage of Beast, and also Harpy Lady are also up for grabs this time round. So on the first round, we'll be doing some Rush Duels if I assume correctly. Yep, the first few rounds is going to be Rush Duels after the Dark Side of Dimensions dimension going forward. So this time we'll be teaming with Roman Cassidy instead. As per usual, your login bonus for the cards. Alright, so let's go. Tag Duel. Let's go for normal. This is just to show you how the deck is being played, by the way. Let's just go for my let's just go for my 7 Rose Magician deck. That way it will be much easier to explain and win the match as fast as I can as well. Alright. Okay, so Tag Duel, so we'll be going up against this Ninja Kid and this Alien Girl. Okay, this is alright, I guess. I prefer 2 more monsters, but either way it's fine. Draw. Doriado, perfect. Right, Sorcerer to be summoned. There is Doriado. And then we'll set 1 card, Gentle Taste of Greed. Proceed with the attack. 1200 and also 400 in his face. Then we'll just pass our turn to Roman Cassidy. So why I did not immediately go into my Sunrose Magician is because Roman Cassidy is an NPC duelist, so there's a possibility she might tribute your monsters for her own crappier or monsters that for her own combo to go forward, which is best avoidable if you can. Alright, let's see what you do now. Speedy Performer. There we go. I knew that would happen. Thank God I didn't summon my Sunrose Magician during that turn. Okay, so let's see how many type things are there. We have Earth, Fire, Light, and one more Light. So if I were to tribute one Dark and another Dark, so there'll be some extra damage, I guess. Okay. Really? Okay, that's fine. We don't have the 5-card draw combo, but anyway, it's fine, I guess. So now tribute summon 1 and 2. Sunrose Magician. There we go. Well, normal summon Mystic Dealer. Mystic Dealer's effect activates, so we'll be discarding our Light Sorcerer. Alright, we got another Sunrose Witch in our hands. So that way tribute once more. And then we'll just set one Hammer Crush on the field like that. Activate Sunrose Magician's effect. Mill. And then proceed with the Battle Phase. And with that, 3.1k damage on one go. That fast, that easy, and yeah. You can play in high difficulty if you want. But if you want it to be as fast as possible, then I do recommend playing it in normal mode. Because aside from that, there isn't actually much difference in terms of it all, but the rewards will be more. Yeah, Duel Capsule is still going on, that's all, I kind of forgot about that. Alright, first round completion, we get 10 gems, thank you very much. Okay, round 2, so we'll be against Roa and also Mimi. So here's the lottery system, so most probably we'll be lucky this time, who knows. And we got nothing. Alright, that's okay, I guess. But other than that, it's always fun to play this lottery system because it's much more easy to obtain certain cards that you want from the event compared to what we have over here. Okay. Oh, we'll be pairing with Igami. No, thank you. Let's see what deck you have. It's a full-on cubic deck. Why? Why? Okay, this is gonna be a pain to try out, but since I don't have any event keys as of right now, so let's just go backtrack it a little bit and get our event keys. On a daily basis, you have the free friendship letters on the board along with logging into the event itself. So overall, it's pretty easy going forward in that kind of sense if you're saying it, if you think about it. But yeah, I'm not that eager when it comes to like rush duels, but if it's for the event, for the free gifts and etc., then I guess that's a pretty good deal overall. Not to mention, we also, aside from this tag duel event, what do we have coming up later at the end of the month? Let me have a look there, okay? Let's see, all upcoming updates, there you are. Oh, it's okay, Gaia Armor, so we're doing the mid-May, and late-May event is gonna be obtaining new legendary duelist, that's Duel. Whereas Mizor is coming to the gate, so if you have yet to obtain certain cards from Mizor, that will be a great opportunity for you to farm during the event. But that's about the essence of the Tag Duel tournament on its own, and I do hope that you guys find this video quite fast forward, and also easy to understand. So all you gotta do is obtain the event keys to participate in the event. Then going forward, and a few rounds, as you can check in the rewards section. So round 1, you'll obtain 10 gems, round 2, you'll obtain Rage of the Beast Prismatic version, round 3, you'll obtain your first copy of Fiery Blaze, Darkside Dimensions, first round obtaining Labyrinth Tank for some reason, second round is Gladiator Training, and the final round of that will be Spider Web. After that, you'll have to wait for a few days or so because the third round will be unlocked on the 14th of May, 15th of May, and finally the 16th of May consecutively, so those will be the event going forward this time round. So anyways, that's about it in terms of it all. The layout for the Tag Duel event is actually much easier to access compared to the last time if you played the Tag Duel event in the past. But yeah, it's much more neater this time. Not to mention you don't have to go and click into multiple screens, as you can see directly in direct access from the top there. Right now, right there, as you can see. And yeah, event rewards wise, I do feel that Gaia Armor is a pretty interesting card to have, especially for recycling if your deck composes a lot of synchro summoning. But aside from that, if you're not gonna use it anyways, you might as well just keep it, so that in the future when there's some very OP powerful deck list that requires the use of this card, then you can have it on standby and at the ready. So that's about it for the Tag Duel tournament. Details, breakdowns, rewards, as well as what to access. Before I forget, there's also the card trader EX for the Tag Duel tournament as well. So do remember to go there and check out what cards are easily accessible to you. So this time around, YuGiOh Armor Dragon Shell can be obtained by having 300 EX jewels at the standby and ready, along with the card Fiery Blaze. So there is no excuse for you to say I do not have at least one copy of YuGiOh Armor Dragon Shell in my inventory from this event. But aside from that, that's all folks. So I hope to see you guys soon, and maybe and also look out for the Tag Duel tournament, because in the Tag Duel tournament, most probably there's gonna be some interruption from other characters of the Duel Links universes where they come in, like the Paradox Brothers for example. But anyways, that's it. I'm not gonna ramble on. I'm gonna see you soon. Goodbye, good night, have a great day, and I'll have you in the next video, I guess. Bye bye.